Good day, everyone. My name is Kian Sison, and I'm a junior student at Butler High School, and I am currently taking a college algebra at Augusta Tech as my dual enrollment class. This is my Augusta Tech ID. So today, I am solving two problems, so let's start. All right, so our first problem for today is from page 64, number 31. And our problem is negative 2x plus 5x minus 9 equals 3 times x minus 4 minus 5. So for this problem, step 1 is combining the like terms. So let's go ahead and write that down. Right, combine the like terms. So when you combine the like terms, you will get 3x minus 9 since negative 2x plus 5x equals 3x. And then you bring down the 9, which gives you 3x minus 9 equals 3 times x minus 4 times negative 5. So your paper should look like this right now. All right, so for step 2, we have to distribute. So let's write that down. All right, distribute. All right. So you will have to distribute 3 times x times 4. So you go ahead and bring down 3x minus 9, then equals, then you distribute, which gives you 3x minus 12 minus 5. So your distribution should look like that. And for step 3, you have to subtract the numbers. So let's go ahead and write that down. All right, so when you subtract the numbers, you should have 3x minus 9 since you can't combine anything there since they are not like terms. And for the 3x minus 12 minus 5, you bring down 3x, then you combine negative 12 minus 5, which gives you negative 17. And so your paper should look like that after subtracting the numbers. Okay, so you will have 3x left to the left side because negative 9 plus 9 cancels out because that's 0. And it equals to 3x minus 8 since negative 17 plus 9 is negative 8. So let's go ahead and write that down. Your paper should look like this. Okay, you see that. And for the last step, you have to subtract 3x from both sides. So let's go ahead and write that down. Okay, so when you subtract 3x from both sides, you will have 0 because 3x minus 3x is 0 equals negative 8 since 3x minus 3x is 0 also. And you will have negative 8 left to the right. Okay, so the answer is 0 equals negative 8. So the input is a contradiction because it has no solution. So this is our final answer. 0 equals negative 8. And it is a contradiction because it has no solution. So that is it for problem 1. I hope that you understand. So our second problem was on page 186, number 33. So our problem is 6x plus 5y equals 30. So it should look like this. Alrighty. Alright, so for this problem, our step 1 is to subtract 5y from both sides. So let's go ahead and write that down. Let's go ahead and write down the problem where you have to subtract 5 on both sides. Okay, so for this problem, 5y minus 5y is 0, so that cancels out. So let's go ahead and cross that out. And when you solve it, you should have 6x equals 30 minus 5y. Should look like that. But also for that problem, we want to put the 5y first. So let's go ahead and do that. So it will be 6x equals negative 5y plus 30. It should look like that. Okay, so for our step 2, you have to divide both sides by 6. So let's go ahead and write that down. Alright, so let's go ahead and solve this. Step 2. So it will be 6x over 6, which will leave you with x since 6 over 6 cancels. And for the second part, you will have negative 5 over 6y plus 5 left. Since 30 divided by the 6 is 5, then negative 5 over 6, you can't do anything with that, so you're going to keep it as a fraction. So you should get x equals negative 5y plus 5, and you should look like this. So negative 5 over 6y plus 5 is your slope-intercept form. It should look like that. Alright, so our next step is to find the y-intercept. And to find the y-intercept, you have to substitute in 0 for x and solve for y. Therefore, your y-intercept should be 0, 6 in an ordered pair. So that is how you find your y-intercept. Now we will move on to our graphing. This is the last part of this problem. Okay, so your graphing should look like this. Since your x-axis is 5, you have to go to 5. And your y-axis is 6, so you have to go to 6. And your line should look like that. So that is it. Okay, guys, so that will be all for today. I hope that you learned something from this video, and I will see you guys again whenever I see y'all. Goodbye.